Have you ever looked up at the stars and felt like the Earth itself might be keeping secrets? In the vast, sun-scorched plains of southern Peru, there's a mystery unlike any other, etched not into stone or canvas, but into the earth. The Nazca Lines are among the most stunning archaeological enigmas ever discovered. Stretching across over 1,000 square kilometers of desert, they are massive figures, some hundreds of meters long, carved into the desert floor more than 2,000 years ago. They depict birds, monkeys, whales, spiders, and intricate geometric patterns. But the strangest part? You can barely see them from the ground. Their true shape and meaning only reveal themselves from the sky. They first came to the world's attention in the 1920s, when pilots flying low over the Peruvian desert noticed strange lines and shapes in the landscape. What they saw were massive artworks, visible only from above, made long before humans had even dreamed of flying. And that's when the questions began. How could an ancient culture, without aircraft or satellite imagery, design such massive and precise figures? And more importantly, why? The Nazca civilization, which flourished between 500 BC and 500 AD, is credited with creating these lines. They lived in one of the harshest environments on Earth, dry, hot, and virtually rainless. Yet they engineered sophisticated irrigation systems, created vibrant textiles and pottery, and developed cultural traditions rich in ritual and symbolism. The lines may have been their greatest legacy. To make the lines, the Nazca people simply removed the top layer of dark, iron-rich stones to reveal the lighter sand beneath. This simple technique created a dramatic visual contrast that has lasted for centuries, thanks to the stable, dry climate of the region. No heavy tools, no advanced machines, just precision, patience, and purpose. So what was that purpose? Some believe the lines were part of an astronomical calendar, with certain shapes and lines aligning with solstices, equinoxes, and constellations. Others suggest they were used in ritual processions, paths walked during religious ceremonies to honor gods of water, fertility, or the sky. There are theories that they symbolized sacred animals or served as offerings to deities. And then there are the more imaginative explanations: ancient aliens, landing strips, messages to the stars. In truth, we don't fully know. And perhaps that's the point. The mystery is what keeps us coming back. What we do know is that the lines required incredible coordination. Planning a design hundreds of meters long, with no aerial view, demanded a profound understanding of geometry, measurement, and teamwork. The people who made them weren't primitive, they were deeply intelligent, creative, and connected to both their land and their beliefs. Today, the Nazca Lines are a UNESCO World Heritage Site, attracting tourists, researchers, and spiritual seekers from around the globe. But they're also at risk. Urban development, illegal encroachments, and environmental threats pose real dangers to this fragile, ancient wonder. Their preservation is a race against time. Still, the lines endure. They whisper across centuries, inviting us to listen. They connect us to a civilization that saw the world differently, perhaps more holistically, more spiritually, more patiently. To witness the Nazca Lines, whether in person or in imagination, is to stand on the edge of something timeless. It's a moment of awe that invites questions we may never answer. But maybe the answers aren't the point. Maybe the point is wonder itself. The act of asking. The desire to connect with those who came before us. The past isn't lost. It's drawn in the sand. And now, it's your turn. Start your journey. Read more. Watch the documentaries. Let the Nazca Lines guide you into a deeper appreciation of the human story. Plan a trip, if you can. Support the preservation of cultural heritage. Share this story with someone who loves a good mystery. And ask yourself, what message would you leave behind, if you wanted to speak across thousands of years? Because some stories aren't written in books. They're carved into the earth itself. Will you follow the lines?